Alright, this is for the Algebra 1 final. It's going to be next week. And the first question says, Teresa and Ellie have been selling lemonade all afternoon. Use the data to predict how much money they'll earn by 8 p.m. This is 7 p.m. 8 p.m. will be just 1 hour. 1 hour later. So all I need to know is how much money does it take for them to make in 1 hour. In order to look there, I see right here, from 3 to 4. That also took 1 hour. And they went from 13 to 16, which means they made $3. Same thing from here. From here to here went 1 hour. And again, from 16 to 19, that's $3. Which means to go from 7 to 8, they're going to go $3 more. And 25 plus 3 is 28. Simplify. Simplify means order of operation. Just multiply things out and go in order of operations. First thing we're going to do is multiplication right here. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times positive x is positive 3x. So negative 2 times 4x is negative 8x. Now after you multiply, you combine like terms. That means things that are the same go together. And these are both x's. So if you put them together, you have 27 plus 3x minus 8x is negative 5x. So the answer is 27 and then negative 5x. Here's a negative 5x. Here's a 25. No good. Here's a negative 5x. Here's a 27. There you go. The answer is A. These couldn't go together because this one has an X, this one does not. Each month, Leonard's Cable Company charges $29.95 for basic cable services and $4.95 for each. Every time you see the word each, per, and every, that's where the X goes. So what we're looking for right now is $29.95 plus $4.95X. This looks good. No good. The X is in the wrong spot. And again with the parentheses. They didn't use the letter X, they used the letter P with the same concept. Which of the following will not be parallel? Parallel means they have the same slope. This one has the same slope, it is parallel. Same slope, it is parallel. Same slope, it is parallel. Different slopes, this is not parallel. The cost to mail a package to Shady 8 stores is given by this equation. So whenever you have an equation just like that, what you want to do is you want to take out your calculator and turn it in there. They changed the letters to C, but that's a Y. And there's the letter P, that's an X. Alright? If Kyle wants to ship 3 packages, first one weighs 1 pound, he will pay $3. 2.2 pounds. Well, it doesn't go to 2.2 pounds, but you can tell it's bigger than 3.5. So we have to figure out which one's the correct answer, and we could do that by using a calculator. In that case, you know you're going to be picking C as your answer. That's the only one that has 3. Or you can do it by hand. C equals 0.5 P plus 250. This is P. You put 1 in here. 0.5 of 1 plus 250, that gives you 3, and you can get the answer that way. It's up to you. To get the other 2 answers, you put this one in here, and you put this one in here. And if you do that, you'll get 3.4 and 3.6. But the calculator was easier. Now we want to take a table and get an equation. The best way to do that is just stat, enter, and put the table in there. 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 6, 1, 8, 15. Stat to the right, 4, enter, enter, enter. 7x minus 6, that's B. Another ordered pair, that means a point like this, an X and a Y. That's what an ordered pair is. That would fit the rule in the table above. That would fit this rule. So I'm looking for another point that's from that equation. Well, I know that equation starts off with Y equal to. So all I do is go to Y equal to and put 7x minus 6. And I can look at any point that you want. The first one says 426, and that is not correct. 10, negative 6, that is also not correct. 8, 7, that's not correct. 529, that one is correct. The Harbor Country Fair charges $3 to enter the fair and 0.59x. This is linear. Why? Because the answer there is y equals 0.55x plus 350. That is a linear equation. Which equation one graph will be increasing line? And from left to right, this is an upwards line that will be increasing. From this way, from left to right, this will be a decreasing line. And you can tell an increasing line because the slope is positive. You can tell a decreasing line because the slope is negative. So all I got to do is locate the slopes. Negative, negative, negative. Those three are decreasing. The only one increasing would be B. Which of the following graphs shows a trend line that best represents the data? That's a line that fits the data. This line doesn't fit it. This line's under it. This line's curved. This line's perfect. Right on the data. Give the slope of the line presented here. You remember that what it's named slope is just the rise over the run. All you got to figure out are 2 points that are in the corner of a dot and then find how much they rise and run to get to the next dot. Now in this case, you can tell they already gave you a dot. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. And to get from here to here, you rise up 1. Up is positive. And you run 2. Right is positive. So we're looking for positive 1/2. Solve for x. In order to solve for x, you got to get rid of that minus 3. The opposite of minus 3 is plus 3. And again, I tell my kids to put multiply, divide on top of the letter, plus or minus on top of the number. It's already minus, so you just add 3 to both sides. There's no number here, so you don't have to worry about multiplying or dividing anything. There's only 1. These cross out. X equals to 30. Okay. Choose the equation that matches this graph. Now, in order to do this, what you could do is you could do the peekaboo method. This is when you hide. Because this is a standard equation, you can hide the y, solve for the x. Or you can hide the x, solve for the y. See how that works? It's kind of like you hide this one, work out whatever's left over, or hide this one, work out whatever's left over. If you do that, you'll be able to find the intercepts. This one says the x-intercept is negative 5. That is incorrect. Let's try this one. Hide the y, hide the x. If you divide by 4, x equals positive 5. That is correct. The x is right here, I'm sorry. Positive 5. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Y equals positive 4. Y is positive 4. The answer is D. Okay, you only do that when it's in standard form. Standard form looks like this. Slope-intercept form. You can't do that over there. It looks like that. So you can only do it for standard form. 14. Which of the lines is a vertical line? Let's try them out. The first one says go to y to 6. This is the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you take that notch at 6 and you stretch it out. That's horizontal. Let's go to this one. Go to x to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you take that little notch and you stretch it out. That's vertical. The answer is B. What is the y-intercept of the line represented? If this is the slope, then this is the y-intercept. Now be careful. That's not a 9. It's a negative 9. And it's called the y-intercept, so the negative 9 goes into y. And there's a 0 in the x. Don't fall for this one. That's an x-intercept because the negative 9 is in the x. Which equation represents the slope of negative 6? Remember, slope is the number in front of x. Negative 6? No. Negative 6? Yes. Negative 6? Nope. Negative 6? Nope. Y equals mx plus b. That's your slope. The number in front of the x, that's your y-intercept. That's the number at the end. Sam wants the equation y equals 2x minus 7. She plotted her y-intercept points and started to count the slope. Which of the following will she do? Again, if she's going to go ahead and use rise over run, we need to use the slope of 2, which is rising 2, running 1. So when you rise in a positive, you go up. And the 1 is also positive. That's right. The answer is D. Which ordered period is the solution to this equation? Again, this is easy. That's a y equals, and every time you see y equals, you go to your calculator. Negative 4x plus 7. Here's all the points that you want. We're looking for 1, negative 4. That's not there. Negative 1, 3. It's not there. 1, 2. That's not there. Negative 1, 11. That is there. Which of the long fallen sign is parallel? Again, parallel has to have the same slope. So I got to locate the slope. That's a rise of 6, run of 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So the slope is 3. Which one has the same slope? That one. And the last one for the first part of the review is number 20. Alice wants to rent a car for a spring break trip. She calls the company, finds out that the cost is $39 per, again that's an X, with unlimited miles. Which equation shows the cost of renting the car for X days? Well, all number we have is 39, so the answer is B. Alright, that's the first part.